Thank you, Brooke.
Yeah.
Well, welcome everyone, and I guess happy St. Patrick's Day. Again, when you stay inside your house, sheltering in place, I don't know that it's St. Patrick's Day, but I thought that we would do things today in sets of 4 in recognition of St. Patrick's Day. So 4-leaf clover, and a few other things like that. So we'll be doing some breath-focused movement. So just a little word about breath work. Breath work is critical and a fundamental part of a yoga asana practice. But you generally need to release tension from the physical body so that you can liberate the rib cage and the lungs a little bit more, and then you can do more breath work. So the way that I'll tackle it today is that we'll be moving our arms and shoulders and ribs and spine to loosen that up, and we'll be doing some breath work and it'll all be part of it, as opposed to just like counting our breath. We'll be doing movement and breath today mostly. All right. So first of all, let's find yourself, wherever you are, find yourself in a comfortable seated position. Take just a moment to settle yourself. And so maybe that means little movements of the head or of the hands or the shoulders. And just maybe even swaying the hips, whatever's available to you until you feel comfortable. You might see I have a blanket under my feet so that my feet are firmly touching a surface, since I can't quite touch the floor on a chair. So wherever you are, whatever parts of your body are making contact with the support, you want to be comfortable. And then the next thing we want to do is find our alignment. So with our alignment, feel, if you can, wherever your body is making contact with the floor or the chair or the back of the chair. And then imagine in your mind's eye, you can see the X-ray of your skeleton and lining the spine up so that it's tall, lining the hips so that they're level, knees are level, shoulders are not up by your ears, they're relaxed and down. And then the last thing is people's head is often very forward. It's called a forward head movement. So just touch your chin really softly and just bring it back until the back of your head lines up with the back of your shoulders. Now, about 70% of our focus is visual. So think about either closing your eyes or looking down at the ground and keeping your gaze steady. So when your eyes stop moving, then your mind stops swirling around. So for focused mind, we want to focus our vision, either closing the eyes or focusing the eyes. And now with each breath, feel as though, starting on the physical level, feel as though you get a little taller with each inhale. With each exhale, focus on softening the shoulders. So you're inhaling, maybe gently pressing with your hands on your thighs to coax the spine up a little longer. And when you exhale, you're breathing, exhaling between the shoulder blades and using the breath to soften the shoulders. Imagine your shoulder blades are just sliding down your back and softening on the exhale. So on the physical level, inhales, we get a little taller, and exhales, we soften the shoulder. Now on the breath level, you never want to compromise your breath. So no matter what I say or count with the breath, you need to listen to what feels right for you. But for right now, looking inward, detaching from the outside world and heightening your inner awareness, can you begin to make each breath just a little bit longer? Nothing that stresses you. Just finding a little bit more room at the end of that inhale or a little bit more breath. And then exhale, see if you're really emptying. So really let the exhale take its time, slowly leak out of you. Maybe draw the navel in a little bit to compress the abdominals. That will help you exhale more fully. But again, you do that gently without stress or strain. So now our body is still, focusing on the breath and beginning to let the inhales be a little longer. And then the exhale is really deeper.
This thing is really a pain in the neck. I don't know what she's.
Let's see here, just a minute. Helena, can you oh, you did, you just muted yourself. Okay. All right. Now sitting in stillness with the breath just a little fuller on the inhales and a little deeper on the exhales. Let's go through and do an inventory of the body before we start to move. So first, if you can feel your sit bones in the chair, allowing them to sink into the chair, and then stabilizing your lumbar spine, your low back. In yoga, they call this the mountain. The mountain is the low back. And so see if you can imagine that sense of steadiness and stillness and even ancient wisdom, that rock steady of your low back. On the inhales, travel up the spine, whether you can feel it or imagine it. Follow the curve of the lumbar spine and then come into the mid-back. And just pause there for a moment. Maybe you can imagine where the ribs interlock back in there with your spine. And maybe you can even create a sense of warmth in the mid-spine. Use your next inhale to pull up the spine and come between your shoulder blades. And feeling the spine there as it curves back, catches the shoulder blades, and then begins to move forward to the cervical spine, to your neck. See if you can sense the sensations of your cervical vertebra, your neck. If you need to do little movements to maybe feel that. And then inhale up through the spinal vertebra of your neck and come to the base of your skull. And that is what we might call the base camp. If the mountain is the base, this is base camp before we ascend to the full mountain. And in yoga, base camp is where the yogi lives, where your consciousness is, where your brain stem is, where you regulate your breath. So just spending a moment lingering in that sense of the brain stem. And then notice your mind. We are now going to pay attention for a moment. You are going to bring awareness to your patterns of awareness. What do you notice? What do you feel? What might you be thinking about? Whenever there's a little gap, go back to the breath and feel the expansion of the inhale, and then the emptying out and release of the exhale. They always say, when in doubt, breathe. So just always returning when you notice you're thinking or distracted, come back to the breath. Breath is home base here. Now see for a moment, can you notice the quality and the sensation of the breath between your nostrils and your upper lip? It's a really tiny, subtle thing, but just for a moment, can you feel the air passing over your lip into your nose? And then with the exhale, which will be a little warmer, can you feel that warm air coming out from the nose across the lips? Can you actually be sensitive enough to feel that little flow of air in and out through the nostrils? It's a really subtle calibration, but when you can find it, then you can use that almost as a metric to feel other things in your body. So breathing in, feeling the slightly cool air come up through the nostrils, down to the back of the throat, back of the mouth really, and then down the front of the throat into the lungs. When you exhale, feeling that sense of relaxation and release as you simply let go and your lungs empty. Feeling inhale, which is the moment of birth, is our first inhale. And feeling each exhale, which is our last moment on this earth. So from inhale to exhale, bracketing our life. Now for a moment, with your eyes closed, just notice your energy level. Your body is still, maybe the mind has quieted a little bit. The breath has become the focus of your awareness. Now just notice what you're feeling. Where is, we'll call it your mind stream. Where is that chitter chatter mind, which is always very busy? Sometimes you might know the term monkey mind. It's just running all over the place and playing and attaching itself to things. So we'll call that the mind stream. Can you begin to quiet the mind stream and shift away from distractions into mindful awareness, using your body as the sensations of which you're aware. So, do you feel tired? Do you feel fatigued? Do you feel agitated? What's your psycho-emotional tone, right? So the emotional body and the mind together. Is your tone neutral? Can you make it neutral? Can you exhale out anything that is no longer useful for you and come back to a quiet, still place? Do you feel dull or sleepy? Do you feel stressed from your circumstances? So all of these things we're calling them out so we can detach from them and let them go. And the goal is to listen to the breath and come to a neutral present, an alert awareness. All right, so reviewing, we're sitting tall. We've stabilized ourselves. On the inhale, the spine grows a little taller, and on the exhales, we soften the shoulders. For your next breath, can you follow the length of the inhale the whole way to the full inhale? And then can you follow the exhale for the whole length of the exhale? Let's try that for 2 more breaths. Inhaling, the chest expands, the belly rises, and you follow the full length of the inhale. And then exhaling, feel that release and follow the whole length of the exhale. You are releasing any stiffness, any stagnant energy, any places of tension. And now, just to connect with our breath a little bit, take your hands and place them on your ribs. So I like to put my thumbs around the back and my fingers around the front so I can actually clasp the ribs. And when you do that, notice if you introduce any tension in your shoulders and let it go again. Now on an inhale, make the intention of your inhale to push your hands away from each other, out to the sides. Flaring the ribs out to the sides, and then on the inhale, feel the rib cage narrow and draw in almost like a corset. So as we begin to extend our breath, we'll begin to move the ribs a little. And exhaling, drawing them in. So when you're sitting quietly, you're not moving your ribs. But now, because we're becoming more aware of our breath, we're going to begin to incorporate a little bit of ribs. Ribs flaring out on the inhale gently, and then drawing back in on the inhale. All right, let's take 3 cleansing breaths. And whenever I use the term cleansing breath, it means inhale through the nose, nice and slow and full, and exhale through the mouth with a sigh. Trying that again. Inhaling through the nose, filling up, lifting up, ribs broad, and then exhaling. Letting the ribs come back in and keeping the length, softening the shoulders. All right. Take your hands by your sides now and turn the palms forward. The shoulders are soft, the spine is tall, your palms are forward. All we'll do right here is turn your palms back so they're facing the wall behind you. Now inhale and turn them forward and feel your shoulder blades move towards each other. And then take them and turn the palms back and feel your shoulder blades move away from each other. So palms forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together a little. Palms back, feel the space in the upper back. So just do that a few times and bring your awareness to your shoulders. Fluid movements, your nervous system loves gentle fluid movement. So we're going to keep turning our palms like this, but now we're going to begin to lift the arms. All right? So bring them out a little bit, inhale, exhale the palms back. Take the hands up a little bit more. Inhale, long inhale, palms forward. And exhale, shoulders soften, palms back. Now keep your pattern of breath, whatever works for you, coordinated with your movement. And if you need to bend your elbows or keep your arms soft, and just see what your point of comfort is, how high your hands can go. I'm going to take my hands the whole way up as a mom, Exhaling, pushing back, inhaling, still keeping awareness on your shoulders, but now feeling the spine too as you reach up. And we get up to the top, just pause here for a moment, soften the elbows a little, just feel tall and spacious. Now exhale, turn the palms back. Inhale, turn the palms forward, and nice and slow, bring your arms down again. The shoulders will probably appreciate this by the time we get down. But we're fatiguing the shoulders a little bit so that they stop clenching. We want our shoulder blades to soften. So turning, so this is an internal rotation when your palms go back, and an external rotation of the shoulders when your palms are forward. And so just bring them down the whole way. Okay. Feel your arms, let them sort of dangle, and feel a certain heaviness between the shoulder blades that feels maybe comforting. There's a release of the tension that's typically there. Now, let's inhale our arms out into a cactus. That's with the elbows bent, fingers spread wide. We'll call this cactus arms. And when you exhale, just simply bring your arms towards each other. Maybe the elbows, the forearms, and the hands touch. Maybe just the fingertips touch, whatever touches, a little squeeze. And then use your inhale like you're pressing against a round wall. Press your arms out. See if you can take your elbows back a little bit on the inhale. And then a long exhale, like you're moving through quicksand, arms together, hands press. So we're slowing down time and we're slowing down our breath, but you'll always breathe as you need to. When you're ready, inhaling, palms, polish the walls around you, elbows draw back, shoulder blades together. And then exhale, shoulder blades apart, space in the upper back, and the hands. And we'll just do this one more time like this. So inhaling, this time look up a little. And you'll feel your back come into a little arch as you inhale. And then exhale, bring your elbows, your forearms, your palms together, and drop your chin towards your chest. Now inhale out wide and look up. And this time when you exhale, bring your hands to your opposite shoulders. Notice which hand is on top, and then round your upper back and drop your chin. We'll do this 3 more times. We're doing things in sets of 4. So inhale the elbows wide and look up, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, alternate hand on top, round the back, and roll forward just a little. You should feel some sensation maybe in the upper and mid back, some lengthening. Let's try 2 more. So inhale, look up, draw the elbows back. And exhale, hands to opposite shoulders, a little hug, and you round down. Long, smooth inhale, bring yourself up last time like this. And then exhale, opposite hands to the shoulders, hug yourself, and round down. Now come back up and just put your hands on your thighs for just a moment. And this is called interoception, which is the ability to feel the inside of yourself. So these are subtle things. So just a little moment, a cleansing breath. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, but put your awareness inside. What do you feel and where do you feel it? All right. Now we'll do the next a little bit deeper. So now inhale your arms. You can keep a little bend in the elbows if that's comfortable, but you can take your arms out. Your palms are up, but think about your thumbs trying to touch each other behind your back. So now you're really drawing your shoulder blades together. And then when you exhale, bring your hands to your knees and fold at your hips. Bring your belly to your thighs. So that'll help you exhale more fully as you press your belly into your thighs. Next, inhale, bring your arms wide, gently look up, and take those thumbs back again. Squeeze those shoulder blades a little. And now exhale, bring the hands to your knees, but maybe slide them to the top of your calves as you fold. and release completely. Let your head and neck relax. You can take an extra breath here, but send your breath to your upper back, in between your shoulder blades. You can imagine that you're a dolphin or a whale, and you have a blowhole between your shoulder blades. So you're breathing in and out there. You want to nourish your upper back. When you're ready, let's inhale and come up again, wide arms, and look up. And in slow motion, we exhale hands, and now we'll slide the hands down maybe halfway down the legs. Fold and relax the head. Take that breath in between the shoulders. Take it like you have all the time in the world. Inflate the upper back, and then exhale if it feels good through the open mouth, and release your head and neck. And now last time in this fourth circuit, let's inhale up. Your arms are wide, your thumbs are moving back. You're lifting your heart and looking up. This is your inhale with a tall spine. And now exhale, hands to the legs, drop the chin, round the back, and slide yourself down as far as feels comfortable to you. Find your deepest expression of a forward fold right now. Let your head and neck relax completely. Let your arms be like rag dolls, so just completely relax. Shake your head no just a little bit, and then yes just a little bit, and then little no's and little yeses, just to really release the head and neck. Think of it almost like a pendulum, and it's tractioning your spine out, drawing your spine out of the low back, and like a waterfall coming down towards the floor. Breathe in between each of the vertebrae in your back, making space. And then the next time you inhale, just slide your hands up onto your lap. Now I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see what we're talking about. This is the classic chair yoga is cat-cow, which cow is a back bend and cat is like a Halloween cat where it's rounded. So your hands are on your lap. Take an inhale here and get tall, press down. When you exhale, slide your hands like you're pushing your knees away, round your back, drop your chin, and hollow out your belly. And you can let the first one be a little modest. You don't have to do the deepest movement possible. The next time you inhale, you'll draw your hands back towards your hips, bend your elbows, take your shoulders back, lift your heart, and gently look up at the ceiling. So now you have a little back bend in your back. And then exhaling, rounding the back, hollowing the belly. And inhaling, arching the back, dropping the shoulders, lifting the heart, and looking up. Now, in the same way that your inhales and exhales sort of melt into each other, let these movements melt into each other. Maybe close your eyes, find your cat, and then just flow right away with your inhale into your cow. Let the movements be the same length as your breath, or if you need to, do 2 breaths within each movement so you can move relatively slow. So we're just beginning to involve the spine with your breath. Inhaling, expanding the chest. Exhaling, compressing the belly. And we'll do one more here. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together on your last inhale. And on your last exhale, really stretch across the upper back. And then gently bring yourself back to neutral. All right, so that's the front and the back. Now we want to get the sides of the body a little bit to make sure when we lean to the side, we're expanding the rib cage, and that will give you more room to breathe. So we're going to do this in relationship to our nervous system. So your nervous system likes things to be really smooth and flowing and not arduous, gentle, but you'll end up doing stuff deeper than you would normally do. So just follow along and we'll find our way. So your arms are by your sides. Shoulders are relaxed. On an inhale, just bring your arms up with soft elbows about half the way up and look up. And then turn your palms down and feel like you're pushing 2 helium balloons down. And gently take your arms down. And then the next time you inhale, see if you can bring your arms up maybe closer to your shoulders or just above your shoulders. And then you turn the palms down as you exhale and gently push those healing balloons down again. And now let's inhale and take the arms the whole way up. And the whole way up can be cactus, bent, or straight, whatever's comfortable for you. Looking up with easy arms. And now just a little sway. So sway to the right and bend your left elbow just a little. And then sway to the left and bend your right elbow. And just back and forth like this a few times, getting long on one side and then the other. Just challenging the arms a little bit, keeping them up, and just letting the spine feel like a supple sapling in the wind. And then look up, both arms up. Turn the palms away and gently press them down with a long exhale. All right, now we're going to work with just the right arm. So on an inhale, lean to the left and lift that right arm just a little bit, kind of like we did before. Soft elbow, let the left ear drape towards the left shoulder. Let the crown of your head feel really heavy. And feel that arc, that crescent through your side body. Stay here for a breath and take that inhale directly into the right ribs. I hope I said this was the right arm. Sometimes I get my rights and left mixed up. I'm sorry. But we have our right arm going to the left and you're breathing into the right lung and the right ribs. See if you can relax that right shoulder blade down. It might be up here. Take it down. And then bring yourself back. Now we'll try that again. Maybe the arm can go a little higher or not. So inhaling the right arm up, let it float. Again, like it's tethered to a healing balloon. No effort, just letting the arm float up almost though it's weightless. And then exhale, bring yourself back. Press that balloon down. Third time, we'll come on up. And maybe the arm, if it feels okay, is almost straight. You're leaning over, crown of the head is heavy. If you want to hold on to the chair or press to stabilize yourself, feel free. Bring that back. And now we'll do the last time. So fourth time, inhale, bring it up. And now maybe the arm is long and you can look up at the fingertips. I think it's better maybe look straight ahead with the arm up. And let's do a little vinyasa here. That means breath coordinated movement. So we're going to do two things. When you exhale, look down, bend your elbow and bring that right thumb to the right shoulder. And then inhale. Use the inhale to sweep that arm up. Look up. And exhale, look down, hand near or to the right shoulder. Inhale, let's look straight ahead and take the arm right over the ear. And then exhale, look down, hand to the shoulder. And one more time. Exhale. Inhale, sorry. And then exhale, look down. Bring that hand down to the right thigh. Now, because we went to the right, let's finish on the right. So bring your left forearm to your left thigh. So you're just kind of hanging out here. You're leaning there. And take that right arm out to the side like we did before, like you want to jab the ceiling with your elbow. It's nice and soft. With this relaxed position, turn and look to the right and feel how substantial that twist can be when you're relaxed. And then on the inhale, take your arm anywhere that feels right. It can be in a cactus arm or the whole way up. You're reaching with your right arm, pressing down with your left arm, finding along the spine, and looking back behind you to the right. And then exhale and bring yourself back. Twists are so wonderful. They bring so much energy into your spine. So I hope you felt that. All right, let's do the left side now. So left arm, on an inhale, just bring it up a little bit, soft elbow, just lean to the right. So you're just checking in with your body to see what feels right. And then exhale, push that healing balloon back down. Use your inhale like it's the machine that's actually lifting your arm. Your arm is floating, you're leaning to the right. The right ear and the top of the head are very heavy and they drape down. And then palm down, push yourself down. Turn the palm forward. Inhale, take it maybe up over the shoulder this time. Think about your arm almost feeling weightless, like it floats up out of that shoulder joint. And then push it down. And then this last time. Palm up. Inhale. Arm floats up. Leaning to the right. Arm goes maybe over the ear. If this is not comfortable, it's fine to keep the elbow bent or even the hand on the shoulder. Depending upon what's going on with your shoulder today, you want to always fine-tune these for yourself. All right. So we inhale, looking straight ahead. Exhale, look down and bring that hand to the shoulder. And then inhale, look straight ahead. Lengthen through the left side, breathe into the left ribs. Exhale, look down. Get a little stretch along the side of the neck. Inhale and reaching out, looking forward. And exhale, looking down. And last, forward and really reaching. Really inflate that left armpit, that left rib, those left lungs. And then exhale, look down, and then float back. All right, now we'll do the twist on this side. So you're going to take that left elbow and sort of lightly jab the ceiling. Okay, I lost you all there for a minute. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm back. All right, so right forearm is on the right thigh. Sorry about that. I don't think it was my end, but I'm not sure. Elbow jabbing to the ceiling. Now take the time to twist to your left and feel that beautiful rotation of the rib cage in relation to the hips. And then when you're ready, use your inhale to float that arm up and reach with the left arm up and back. Right elbow presses down and the spine gets really long in between. Notice your left shoulder. If there's any tension there, try and soften that shoulder with your exhale and reach with your arm. And then exhale and bring that left forearm down to the left thigh. So now you're kind of hanging out here and you got both forearms on your thigh, right? So let's just take advantage of that. Take your feet a little wider and lean on your arms. Take an inhale here. And when you exhale, shrug your right shoulder in towards the center and look to the left. You can push with that elbow against the right leg. Get a little twist there. Inhale yourself back to center. And exhale, shrug the left shoulder in and look to the right. Let's try that one more time, just getting an extra little twist here. So we inhale and inflate ourselves back to center. Exhale, push the right knee away and turn, shoulder drops and look to the left. Inhale back to center. Press the left forearm down, draw the left shoulder in and turn and look to the right. Inhale yourself back to center and then gently come on back up. All right. So let's do a final little version of, I'm going to call it a sun salutation. Sun salutations are usually 12 motions that you do early in the morning to wake up, but they're good any time of the day. So let's see how these feel. So spine is tall, belly is firm, it can be, arms are by your sides. On an inhale, bring your arms wide and up and look up. And when your hands get up there, interlace your fingers, your palms together, if that feels okay. Next time you exhale, bend your elbows and take your hands to the base of your neck and lift your elbows up and back. And feel yourself opening the chest. Then inhale your arms up again. You can look up. And now turn your palms so they face the ceiling. And when you exhale, exhale it over to the right. If this does not feel good on your arms, you can hold a wrist. You can keep your hands soft, whatever you need to do for you to fine tune them. And then inhale yourself back to center. Draw your palms together and bend your elbows again. I'm going to move my chair back so my hands are on the screen. Sorry. Trying to always find the right distance here. Okay, we're back here. And then turn your palms, take them up, and exhale to the left. Inhale back up. Bring your palms together and bend your elbows one more time. Now inhale your palms straight up and look up. And I'll turn sideways so you can see what I'm talking about. And on an exhale, just bring your arms parallel to the floor and drop your head like you want to reach something way out in front of you. And then inhale your hands back to your heart and lift up tall. Now we'll drop our forearms to our thighs again. Left forearm to left leg. Inhale the right arm just up to any degree. So here, here, or here. And look up, find that open twist again. Exhale, bring the right forearm down. And when you're ready, inhale the left arm up and look up. Really opening up the chest, that'll help you breathe more deeply. And then exhale and bring it down. Put your hands on your thighs and roll yourself back up. And then roll your shoulders back, squeeze them back together and down. Let's try that one more time. So let's interlace our hands down here, straight arms. And inhale, way up and look up. And then exhale, hands to the back of the neck. Lift the elbows up a little higher. Feel your spine get a little longer. Breathe as you need to. When you're ready to inhale, inhale your arms up and turn your palms to face the ceiling. This time we'll go to the left first. So inhale and take it to the left. Let your head and neck relax. Inhale yourself back to center. Squeeze the palms together and bend your elbows. Look up. Then inhale your arms up and turn the palms away again. And exhale to the right. Feel that long side body. Inhale yourself back to center. Squeeze the palms together and bring the hands to the base of the neck and look up again. Now inhale the arms straight up and then exhale and bring the arms straight parallel to the floor. Drop your head. You'll have to use your abdominals here to support yourself. And then bring your hands to your heart. Bring your forearms to your thighs. And again, we'll go to the left side first. So right arm stays down. Inhale the left arm up, maybe back behind you and turn and look. Think about opening up your armpit to the ceiling and lifting your heart. Long exhale brings that left arm heavy and down. And when you're ready to inhale, right arm comes up and over. And then exhale and bring it down. Inhale your hands to your lap, push yourself up, and then roll the shoulders back and down again. All right, so that was asymmetrical. And so just to unify and integrate your sensations, we'll do a little symmetrical. So we'll just do a few cat-cows here again. So on an inhale, get tall and press down for the first inhale. Exhale, slide your hands to the knees, round your back and drop your chin. Inhale, slide your hands up to your hips. Pull your elbows back, your shoulders down and together, and then open up the front of the throat as you take the chin up. Close your eyes and do this back and forth now seamlessly, flowing from cat with a rounded back to cow with an arched back. Letting the breath be the same length as the movement. And then this is the last one, our fourth one. So exhale. And in your time, inhale. And then coming back to neutral. I'm just taking a moment here and noticing how you feel. noticing the quality of the energy in your body. Maybe you can even imagine it as an internal river and just feel the currents and the movements inside of you. Breathing deeply in there to catch those and then exhaling out. The traditional closing for a yoga class is namaste, which means the light within me sees and honors the light within each of you. So namaste. Thank you so much for joining me and Adaptive Adventures today for our breath-focused movement. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to unmute yourself and let me know. And otherwise, I would look forward to seeing you again next Wednesday.
Great job, everybody.
Thank you, Brooke.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. You're
Nice to see you again.
beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're
Thanks,
welcome.
everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
All right.
See you guys later.
Yep, take care.
Nice to see you all.